I decided to reshoot the second half of this video. I'm sure you could tell that the first half was edited. Last night when I shot the footage for this, I really had to work with the first half, and the second half I just didn't like. So let's go through it all over again. It's going to be kind of backwards from the way I originally shot it, which was to take the contents out of the survival kit, explain what they were, and then try to repack everything into the case with the rifle. Well, it's all here, so you can tell that worked out. So I'll go ahead and go through it. But first, before I do that, let me explain that for the survival rifle itself, you can buy additional magazines. Now, they either sell a 5-round magazine, which I'm guessing is probably for hunting regulations, for $19.95 currently, or you can get a 2-pack of the 8-round magazines, which the rifle, whether you buy it in the kit form or if you get the rifle individually, comes with 2 8-round magazines. And this is $39.90 on Henry Pride. That's their separate website that they sell clothing, accessories, parts, things like that. So that's available if you want it. You can buy the bag itself for $24.95. Now, they also offer a survival kit, and I originally thought that the contents of that kit were in this kit, but I was wrong. So I'd like to explain that. This is kind of a starter kit. It does have survival items, prep items, and there's room in these pouches and even in the center compartment with the rifle to store additional preps. So the kit that they sell comes in a metal tin. It costs $119.95. It has a lot more preps in it than this, than what come with this kit. Now, if you want to get refills for it, I did a little digging. You can find some of the stuff on Amazon or similar items on Amazon, but if you want to get American-made refills for it, because everything in this kit is American-made, and everything in the more expensive survival kit that's a tin, that's all American-made. If you go to a website called Adventure Survival Equipment, they actually have the kit there. It's generic. It's similar or identical to the Henry kit, but it doesn't have the Henry logo on there. And it's a little bit less money, but they sell all of the items or most of the items that you can find in the kit. So if you're looking for American-made, mil-spec kind of survival, camping, hunting, prepping items, I'd recommend going to that site if you want to add to your survival kit if you decide to go ahead and buy this. All that being said, let's go ahead and open it up and I'll show you what's in it. All right, so what I'll do is I'll open the center compartment first. I'll unzip it. And we'll go ahead and we'll take out the rifle. Take out the instruction manual. We'll take out the Ziploc bag that all of the contents of the kit came in. Now the reason I kept the Ziploc bag is when you're camping or hunting or if you're bugging out or whatnot, things like a Ziploc bag come in real handy. You can store all kinds of stuff in there, food, whatever you need. It'll keep stuff from getting wet in the rain. So any sort of Ziploc bags that you have come in handy. This comes with 100 feet of paracord, American-made. Everything in here is American-made. And I decided to leave that in the bag because it fits right down there at the bottom, and I can roll this up and store it in the center compartment with the rifle fairly easy. I'll go ahead and open up the side pouches. So it comes with a buck knife, American-made. Get the light in there. American-made. And this is not being a knife guy, I had to go look it up. This is a Buck Rival. And on their website, it's $26. It's American made, like everything else in the kit. It's got the Henry logo on there. And it's a simple folding knife. Moving right along in the kit, we've got H&H Medical Emergency Hypothermia Blankets. This is one of those space blankets. This is American made. That's all we have in that pouch. Now here is USA made. This is a Frontier straw by Aqua Marina. And I guess it's a straw and a filter. I believe you can, I don't know if this is throwaway or if you keep the straw and you buy more filters. I'm afraid I've never actually used one of these things, but you can find these online. Here's a SWAT T stretch, wrap, and tuck tourniquet. And I found these. This one, I believe, is, it looks like it's, well, you can't tell what color it is, but I did find these available in 2 different colors online. And then here, we've got a fire starter kit. So I'm not going to, let's see, can I open this without tearing it? No, not without tearing it. So I'm not going to get into this because this is a gift for somebody. So I guess we'll find out later exactly what all this includes for fire starting. And this is American made as well. And then last is the Daytrex Survival Ration. So this is supposed to be 4 bars, 250 calories each, 1,000 calories total. It's a survival ration. And you can find this brand or other brands that are just like it. It might be listed as lifeboat food or that sort of thing. And you can get these online as well. So everything fits in there with room to spare. There's some elastic loops here. And this is just reinforced a little bit. Or no, that's the strap. Duh. Okay, so there's some elastic loops in there. I guess if you would need to put something in there, hold it, keep it from moving around. But you can see with the packaging, everything fits just fine. If you take some of the packaging out, it can fit even more in there. So let's see how well this zips up with everything in there. Some of it's sticking out here. That's zipped up all the way, and there's still some room to spare in there. There's plenty of room in this compartment. And we still have room for the rifle, the paracord, instruction manual. So one thing I wanted to show, I didn't show so well in the beginning of the video because I had the buttstock blocking the shot. And you really can't see it too well in the light here. There's a peep type aperture there. And when you're looking through it, it does look a lot larger. And there's a rail on top, so you could attach an optic if you wanted to. So I just wanted to go back over that again. You see everything's cut out there. Everything's shaped a certain way. The mags go in. You can store 2 mags in here plus 1 in the receiver, so 3 total. And you just put the cap on. It's got a little bit of a groove there to kind of help keep it in your shoulder. It's got a little heft to it. Everything's, all the weight's down here, of course. It fits in there, fits in there, that fits in there. Right side here. little bit of a tight squeeze, but I think I could fit a few more things in there. There's a little loop here on the end, and a nylon loop there. So I don't know if that's intended for you to maybe put some sort of sling on there. You could probably take the paracord and make yourself a little sling if you want to put it over your shoulder. And this is fairly durable nylon. Since this rifle is a gift, I'm not going to fire it since it's not going to be mine. But I have had that backfire where I've given somebody a new firearm as a gift, and I wanted them to be the first one to pull the trigger, and the weapon failed on the range, and it kind of ruined the range day. So I would say take your chances as far as maybe not test firing a weapon that you're going to give as a gift. On the other hand, this is made by Henry Repeating Arms, made in America or not made at all. They stand behind their products. I stand behind their products. I'm not endorsed by them. I'm not paid by them. But I've been very happy with my Henry Big Boy. And I would say that based on reliability with that, I'm not really worried about having a failure the very first time this gets shot. I will go ahead and make sure that since this hasn't been fired, to oil the action with Rem oil. I keep a large can of this near the reload bench for oiling up the action or maybe a few other moving parts on a firearm after I've cleaned it, or spraying it in the action of a firearm before it's been shot for the first time. I don't use it for cleaning, and I don't use it as a normal lubricant. I also don't use it for as a preservative, although other people do, and I'm not saying it's wrong to do that. I have other oils for those, but Rem oil I found is really good in the action to keep the firearm running. I keep a large can of this here by the reload bench, but I also keep a small can in my range bag to take to the range in case the firearm starts to jam. You can spray some in the action and keep it running and not ruin your range day. Now, this is designed to float. It will not float indefinitely. At some point in the future, maybe we'll toss it in the water and just see how well it floats, how long it floats. But if water gets introduced into the firearm, either through a crazy float test that we decide to do, or rain, or whatever it is, I would recommend cleaning it as soon as possible and using something like this, like Ballistol, using it on all the surfaces and inside of every moving part of the weapon. Now, the back half of it is plastic. You don't have to worry about that rusting. But the receiver, the barrel, the magazines, those are steel. They will rust. So something like this would be good for displacing the water and getting in there and cleaning it, and as well as a lubricant. And I'm not endorsed by Rem Oil, Ballistol, or Henry. I'm just speaking from personal experience with the products. So I can't wait to give this away as a gift. And I hope he's really happy with it. And I think we're going to have fun the very first time we take it out on the range. Thanks for watching.